Yeah, but it's not all about just chasing. Sometimes you have to play the game within the game. Listen, sometimes you have to play the game within the game when you're a defensive player and a defensive-minded guy and a defensive player of the year. I heard Steve Kerr comments about Marcus Smart and the high praise that he gave him. He said he's a guard version of Draymond Green, able to get through pin downs, able to have active hands, switch 1 through 5. So when I say that is when you watch him play against Steph Curry, he is the instigator and not the retaliator. See, a lot of players that go against Steph Curry is a late reaction once Steph goes. See, Marcus Smart dictates where Steph Curry goes. He fronts him. He does things like deny him the ball. He does things like top lock him and force him down where he can't come off the pin down. And Marcus Smart is so big and so strong at the guard position that Steph Curry actually struggled. I done seen time and time again where Marcus Smart has frustrated Steph Curry to the point where Steph Curry then got offensive fouls because he couldn't move. He couldn't have freedom of movement. So when it comes down to being a defensive a dog like Marcus Smart and winning Defensive Player of the Year, a high IQ comes into play, and that's what Marcus Smart has.
Look, Stephen, I mean, I agree with you on the point of the ankle, but I would also just say I'm worried about any team that has to guard Steph Curry. Like, we all know what he's capable of, and we all know what he's going to put you through throughout a series, whether that's on ball, whether that's in pick and roll, isolation, transition, and of course all the off-ball action they run. When I reviewed some tape of the Mavs series, I just thought with both him and Clay, they were very soft. Wiggins caught the ball in space with spot-up threes, and it was able to attack going downhill. This is not the Mavs. This is not the Denver Nuggets. The closest approximation in terms of the physicality and the defensive personnel is the Memphis Grizzlies. That's the closest approximation of anyone they've played so far in the playoffs. And at times, they struggled in that series. We talked about it a bunch on the show. There were times we'd come in here and you'd be worried because they were barely beating a team that didn't have Ja Morant, right? We talked about this. And I just think the physicality is going to be such a difference in this series for the Boston Celtics.
Okay. I wanted to ask that because I was really curious about what y'all thought about that. And you're right, the physicality, because sometimes, listen, it's one thing to be a finesse team. It's another thing to live off it to the point where you're completely averse to physicality. And when I remember in earlier, and you remember this, you can appreciate this in the 80s when the Lakers was going against Boston, and they lost that 7-game series. When Magic was tragic, they were calling him Tragic Johnson for crying out loud before he came back and avenged and showed the world who he was. The reality is that Larry Bird called out his team and he was talking about how we lacked physicality, and he dared somebody to do something about it. And then obviously Kevin McHale clotheslined Kurt Rambis, and everything starts off from there. The point is that when you're a finesse team, a team that's willing to get physical with you, sometimes can disrupt things. It is going to be interesting to see how Golden State reacts to the physicality. But I will also caution this. It's going to be interesting to see how the referees call it. It's going to be interesting to see how the referees call it, particularly in this day and age. Because if you're Boston, you got to know that the physicality works to your advantage. It's going to be real interesting to see how much the referees let them play.
Before we move on, if you're going to ask JJ follow-ups, can you please get it on the lower third? He likes to have it matching and consistent.
I'm just saying he's going to be misquoted. He keeps worrying about being misquoted.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.